This video is going to be about Vince Carter. If last night was his last game, he played with the Atlanta Hawks and Trae Young gave him an assist and he made a three-pointer, how fitting. How would I remember Vince Carter? Vince Carter was a good player who was very gifted. And I will say this, if you weren't around, and if you were around, let's flash back 20 years ago. Still, the best slam dunk explosion. I know people are going to mention Dr. J and David Thompson and Michael Jordan and Dominique Wilkins, and I'm going to tell you this: Vince Carter is my all-time favorite dunker. Then I got Neek and Dr. J. That's my top three right there. I can't think of the fourth right now because there's different people I would like that done dunks, but Vince was his top. And it took a long time for someone to come over Dominique as far as in-game dunk, but what he did with Vince Carter, I'm going to tell you something. For that small window, he was must-see TV. That Lithuanian, that dunk he did, I'd say from 99 to about 01, Vince sanity was real. And there was a time he was considered as great as Kobe, like they were running neck and neck. He was better than his cousin Tracy McGrady at the time. Vince had it going on. His game dunks, his flushes, and it's over. He was must-see TV. Now, I'm going to tell you like this, 20 years back, Shaquille O'Neal was terrorizing the league. He owned the league. But if you were going to watch a guy that was a non-big, that was killing it on the perimeter or on the floor, it was Vince Carter. But Vince always been a cool brother, and I had a lot of respect for him. I don't know if he necessarily, sometimes guys have a certain type of killer instinct, the next level to where they go. And he didn't get to that next level. But man, and in some ways he kind of was, ironically, him and Dominique, who were my two favorite dunkers ever. Then I mentioned Julius Erving, but the two of my favorite dunkers ever. They're kind of similar in careers and past because they didn't get to the finals, but they were something to watch. And there's always going to be a generation. Tracy McGrady falls in that too. He did ride the bench for San Antonio in the finals, but he didn't actually at his peak in his prime. There's always a couple guys that you see that, man, it's like, because people value so much in jewelry and team success of someone, and they get lost in translation. But Vince Carter, he was something else for a minute. He was a really good player. He'll get in the Hall of Fame, he'll have numbers in his career overall, but it wasn't like what it looked like it could have been. And he never did team up with somebody that played with him. By the time he got to New Jersey with Jason Kidd, they weren't quite that kind of team, but he's had moments. Make no mistake about it, Vince sanity was the truth. And I always remember he's a good brother, and he stayed competitive. He still played. And Kobe Bryant always said he was the one guy that he got up for. And you understood why. Vince was something else. Vince was definitely something else. He still could move. He was something else. But, to see him in his prime and his peak, if you just wanted the game in the air or in movement, he was something else. He just was one of those guys that just didn't finish up into fruition. But, I had a lot of respect for Vince, though. He was something else for a moment. Vince sanity was a way of life. And I'm going to tell you something. Vince sanity was way more intriguing than Lynn's sanity. Believe that. But that's another story for another time. Anyway, give me thoughts and take. What do you remember about Vince Carter? Did you think he was great? Did you think he was very good? Good. Where was his peak prime for you? Let me know. Give me your feedback. Let's talk about it. Hit the like, subscribe, and the bell rings. A new video. Keep your hands clean. Keep your mind cleaner. And watch out for one another out there. I'm out. Peace.